Is it written out? The following episode is rated R for rapid. Listener discretion is advised. I stuck my penis in her and I went allegedly. Yeah, Celtic Crack Podcast, episode 7 already. Come on, I'm here. Entertain me. What are you waiting for?
Go on, Mikey, you mad bastard, Joe.
You sound like you're writing off a Q card, man.
What do you mean, Mikey? That was Arnie flown in, especially
Arnie
just
flown
to do
in,
that.
yeah. I got something out there,
man.
like.
So yeah,
Good lad.
episode 7. So what were we just looking at? This burglar in County Cavan in Ireland decided to rob a shop, and while he was robbing the shop, damaged his scrotum.
It's as funny as it sounds, lads.
Yeah.
And then decided to sue the shop owner for the damage to his scrotum.
Sure, why not, like?
And the funny thing about it is, like, the lads said to him before they went on the robbery, you having the balls to do it.
You proved them
He
wrong.
certainly doesn't know anyway. He's fucked for his next job, isn't he?
They're inside in the shop. They're on display in the window.
Oh, man.
Burglar sues shop owner after he injured his testicles while robbing the premises. Like, how is that even allowed? Like, should you be able to sue someone if you're injured in the process of robbing that person?
Yeah. I just think that's absolutely hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
To think that you could come down, like, you know, someone's robbing your fucking house and you go down to defend your house, where you could have, like, children and everything, like, you know?
I think that's different, though, isn't it? If you catch someone in your house or on your premises, you can kick the shit out of them, can't you?
In the States.
I'm nearly sure, and in this country as well, I'm nearly sure that if the person comes up the stairs, you can legally kill that person if they come upstairs. This is what I've heard anyway, and I've decided to believe it. Like, so
I'd be only praying for somebody to break into my house, man.
yeah.
Did they just say it's reasonable force? To stop him and that's it, like
Huh?
Yeah, I don't
reasonable
know.
force
Yeah.
is what you say.
I reckon if it happens in your house, like while you're there, you'll kind of be alright, whatever happens, you know. But either way, like if you ever do come down the stairs and catch an intruder and fuck him up, drag him up the stairs and just leave him on the ground upstairs. And just say he came up, he tried to come into my bedroom. I had no other choice.
Yeah.
Definitely fuck up a scrotum, like.
Yeah. No, don't, he'll sue you then.
Oh, man.
You fucked up any a scrotum that broke into his house, did you?
No,
Sometimes he lets him in, though.
No, that was people trying to break out. He did a dammer on it. They escaped from the freezer. Cheeky bastards, like.
I thought they were dead after chopping off their head, like.
Yeah, that's fucking madness anyway, man. To be able to sue someone. Could you imagine it? Like, imagine your house or his shop got robbed. So imagine you had a shop, it got robbed, and then a few weeks later you get a solicitor's letter in the door saying that the person who robbed your shop is taking you to court.
For his left testicle.
Like, Jesus. Like,
What are we going through your head, like?
Insane, like.
even a judge should just say, no matter what the law says, use a bit of common sense and just tell him to go fuck himself.
Anyway,
Fairness,
what's reasonable force when you're protecting your family?
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
And if you're in fear for your life, do you know?
Yeah, it's fucking
Sometimes
mad.
you just have to fuck someone up.
Yeah, good leave.
That's just how it goes.
Well,
Yeah.
there's one thing for sure anyway, he should give up crime after that. He's
Oh, man.
an embarrassment.
Not if he fucking wins the motherfucker, like.
I think
if he
that's- I
wins that bastard, like,
I
he's
think
got
that-
a full-time job,
I was
like.
just going to say it.
Dragging his
if he does win
scrotum
it-
off of everything, like.
if he does win it, there's going to be scumbags out there breaking into places and saying that they hurt themselves and then getting a big check.
That's it, like. And he's going to move
We
up
should
now
do
to,
it, man. Then everybody will forget about the feminists.
But,
I
like,
know, because they're the ones cutting off scrotums all right now.
oh, stop.
Fucking hell.
Like, he's going to move up to the council next. He'll be actually teabagging potholes in the fucking road. Like. Felt a tinge. I think that bit of gravel caught my pube there. Like, got a few grand for that anyway. Definitely.
Your Honour, I stand before you with no testicles.
No, in a woman's voice it'll be...
Yeah. Well,
Jesus. That's still one of the funniest videos ever. Did you ever
Probably
see that?
Boomerang.
It was
Yeah.
a talk show where the host was asking a question to this man and a woman, he was like, what was it? His voice box or something got damaged.
Damage, yeah.
And he had an operation on his spine, and it affected his voice box for some
Something
reason.
mental like that, like.
But the host says, he asks him a question anyway, and then when the man starts to reply, he goes, well, ever since and the host of the show bursts out laughing into his face, and he's like, your man's sitting there all insulted, like, and then he was like, I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm so sorry, go on, continue please. Well, as I was saying, and he bursts out laughing again. And then the funniest part is there a woman then, and
No, your
like,
man in the audience.
The crippled one.
yeah, exactly the same problem myself.
But it almost, I'd say he was probably thinking, you know,
He was
it
just
had to be set up.
But you know what? Even if it was set up or what, but they were saying that usually in a show like that you have rehearsals. But your man couldn't make it to rehearsal, the host of the show, so he didn't know what he was getting himself into. Like,
That was the first time
the
we heard him speak.
The producers probably set him up anyway to fucking sack him.
Oh,
They didn't like him anyway. He
big
ended up
time.
working for some shitty radio station
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah,
Oh man, it was hilarious.
that
though.
was, it was one of the funniest
one
clips
of the-
ever.
Oh man, it's about 15, 16 years old as well, if
That's
not
an old
older.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
pretty sure
funny.
that was recorded long before even YouTube, before they got uploaded to YouTube. Like,
On VHS.
It was funny how like the first few times he laughed and he apologised and then tried to compose himself, but after a while he was just like, I give up, I just don't fucking
Yeah.
oh, nice.
See if there's a short clip of it there, Mike.
It is only a short clip anyway.
No,
isn't it?
there's an 8-minute video.
Oh, go away.
Yeah, it's fucking long. It's a
There's
full
actually a
interview,
fifth-
like, because you were speaking about your one as well that had like a spinal injury, but
Type in
he didn't
TV
get a
host.
spinal injury from
TV
whatever.
host laughs at
It was
guest.
like the same operation that they've all had, but they've all had like really bad aftermaths from it, like, you know what I mean? Symptoms and everything else like that.
It's crazy.
Fucking mad.
The
But
spine.
that's one of the very first, like, where, like, if you actually did look at the situation involved, it was probably terrible for them. Like, it
Of
was
course,
probably
yeah,
fucking
but-
terrible. But you can't help but think that's
can't.
hilarious, bud. That's hilarious. Like,
There was a
This is
documentary.
it.
There was a documentary about stutters on the other night on TV3. I don't know if
Oh,
any of you
yeah,
saw.
yeah.
Man, I laughed so much at it, man, and I felt bad for it. Like,
Yeah, I know,
I couldn't help myself from laughing. Like,
go ahead.
I genuinely couldn't. Like, and I seriously felt so fucking bad for
I
laughing
think
afterwards,
they did
man.
a good job of producing that though, because it wasn't as bad as that Tourette's one.
They shouldn't have had it on.
Tourette's
They
one
shouldn't have had it on
absolutely-
Comedy Central anyway in the first place.
But man, that Tourette's one, genuinely, it's the way everything was produced, the background music, the way it was filmed.
There's
You
that,
couldn't help but laugh at that.
Is that
like.
the one, the Tourette's camp?
Tourette's camp.
It
yeah.
was all kids,
That one,
teenagers.
that was
Like,
fucking
that
just
was,
as,
Jesus
that was
Christ.
intense.
It wasn't one of the greatest ones that was out there.
No, not
Nah.
like, what's his name?
Johnny Davidson.
Johnny Davidson.
Johnny.
When the three boys go on holidays in the camper
Ah,
van.
man. What? That has to be like, I know it's
I
probably
love
terrible.
my kids. Kellogg's cornflakes.
Jeopardize his pubes, ginger.
I can eat 3. Jump off a cliff. Cliff who? Richards.
Or the part where your man said something like, hopefully now I'll find someone, and the other fella blurts out, another gay man.
yeah. Your dog's got tits. And I thought the t-shirt was brilliant, man. Tourette's, but the Gillette logo. It was excellent, man.
Have you got that video
Yes,
ready?
yeah.
It's,
Run
oh.
VT!
No, good.
VT stands for video tape.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what's this?
No, go back before he starts talking, though.
Wat was dat precies? Excuseer.
Ik heb enorm veel last van keelontstekingen. En dat had blijkbaar te maken met mijn amandelen.
Met uw amandelen.
En mijn dokter heeft me dus aangeraden een operatie te laten gebeuren. En met dit als gevolg.
Marijke, jij had een normaal leven daarvoor. En toen plots kom je uit narcose.
He seems to have composed himself by now. It must have been the start. Is that?
Hoe reageer je
Ja.
daarop?
This is only the start of it.
Yeah.
How is that?
Ja, eerst met heel veel ongeloof.
Ongeloof is
Oh, we're at
eigenlijk
that
het
really
juiste-
serious.
Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord dat ik hier hanteert.
That language just makes it so funnier.
Joe, that sounds like Norman Stewie who sent to Brian in Family Guy
Oh, yeah.
about his book.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, stop.
What's him now?
But it's what your one was saying as well. Is that English
No,
sometimes you can't see?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I just want
No,
to
your
see-
man was saying that the sweet talk is important too.
I just want to see the part where he's gone again. I want to see the part. Look at his face on him.
I don't see what's funny here. Like,
Yeah, I really don't understand what's so funny. Seriously.
Excuseer, dames en heren. Dat betekent ook dat je bijvoorbeeld
I just want to see when he goes to the person in the audience.
ook een...
Sexuality is now a big problem.
Ja, mijn vriend heeft het gewoon
Gedintje.
gedaan gemaakt. En ik neem hem daar ook niet kwalijk.
Dat is het feit, als je met seks omgaat, is het niet alleen het fysieke dat telt, maar ook soms de lieve woordjes.
Sweet talk is important. The sweet
Just
talk.
breaks out.
Oh, good. All he can do now is sweet talk. Oh, man.
He just needed.
I find this very inappropriate.
Nog antwoorden op meer.
He's gone now.
We have a question from the audience.
How could they fire him for that? You have a question from someone in the
Vraag uit
audience?
het publiek aan de... Ja, meneer, je had een opmerking,
Ik heb het zelf.
Fucking Batman in the audience.
I'll get you, Joker.
You couldn't write it.
It always sounds like the Claw man from Inspector Gadget.
Oh, stop.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Yeah.
Oh, that go. Cut it off, sir. Don't play it again.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that was just like, how could they sack him for that?
Still 16 years later, that's as funny as fuck.
Funny as fuck, yeah.
That's hilarious, like.
I'd say that now in a while, like, you know.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Had no idea who the man
the
was
fucking man
until
was.
a few days ago. Have you heard of him before?
But he's hated more than he's liked, but that's how he's that famous. Like, he has another brother as well, we'll say, doing the very same thing.
So the two of them are just two big YouTubers. Like.
Yeah,
Is it Jay Paul, is it?
What? Jake Paul and Logan
Yeah,
Paul.
yeah,
Sean
my
Paul?
niece, no. Somebody goes all in?
Well, he don't really
get
care.
what people say.
Yeah, so...
Jake Paul, my niece goes mad for Jake Paul.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But his fan base is based from like, you know, really, really, really fucking young. Like, you know what I mean? I just think it's absolutely insane. The whole thing is insane. The only reason how they have so many subscribers as well is because they on the daily 2-3 uploads.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fresh, hyper content. Like, you know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
He was
It's
doing
ridiculous, yeah.
vlogs, wasn't it? And this was one of his vlogs, and he was like, "This is going to be the realest vlog."
Yeah.
I watched the video. I had to because there was so much talk about it.
It's
but,
his expression in it through it all. He's just making a complete another fucking mockery of the
he's
whole
a
thing.
weird
like.
kind of character. Anyway,
Very
he's all
weird.
this like, oh, he's kind of laughing, and then he's all serious, and then it's like he's laughing again. So it's hard to kind of.
But
figure
people
him
are
out.
quick to jump on the bandwagon of
the
like
equality
posting their
flag.
own videos of like not condoning it and making
Yeah.
couple million views of the actual, you know.
We should
report
say
videos.
anyway, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, this fella Logan Paul went to, was it China or Japan?
Japan.
And he went to this place that was called, that was nicknamed Suicide Forest. It's a place where a lot of people apparently go there. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, by
Mount
Mount
Fuji.
Fuji, yeah.
Yeah, the base of Mount Fuji or something. And apparently a lot of people go there to commit suicide, and there's a lot of stories flying around that the forest is haunted and all of this. So he said that he was going there to make like a kind of a, like one of these paranormal videos or whatever, like to see about it being haunted and whatever. But he was only literally just walked into the forest and came across a man hanging from a tree. And he was just like, oh my God, dude, oh my God, that's a body, oh my God. So he walked right up to him, and he had, the person's face was blurred, but he was zooming in on the dead body and zooming in on the hands were turned kind of bluish and all that.
Yeah.
And
a
then
freak,
like
so.
2 minutes, but he was all like saying, oh, this is fucking, in fairness, no, he did say like, this is shocking, like, and you know, suicide is no joke, it's nothing to be laughing at. If anyone out there is depressed or anything, contact me and all this kind of shit, like, you know.
What I find-
but then 2 minutes later, he was laughing away and joking again. And so,
Mikey,
But he
go back
also
to
states in the video as well, this is not clickbait.
yeah.
When it fucking clearly states
Wow.
in the title, we found a dead body in the
Yeah.
Japanese suicide forest, and a clip of him going with a fucking dead body hanging next to him. If that isn't clickbait, I don't know what the fuck is.
Mikey, can you go back to the picture of him with the hat on?
Yeah,
Like,
Maybe
absolute
It is
ding
there,
dong.
man.
he should be hanging from a tree. Look at that head.
like,
stop.
What is it?
he's
Oh,
fucked up big time because he was probably one of these people that's making millions from YouTube, and
He was-
YouTube have
Google
kicked him off.
and
he was more
YouTube.
famous than PewDiePie. He was making more money than PewDiePie,
no
man.
way.
He was, man. I
Fortune.
was watching a video on it last
Who's
night.
PewDiePie?
Not as popular as PewDiePie.
He was, man.
Not as popular.
I
We're
thought you were
talking.
saying
well,
PewDiePie.
We're
Nana's
talking,
grave.
nearly
Nana's grave.
55 to 60 million subscribers. He is the top hitter, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
top
either
hitter,
way,
PewDiePie.
if he's up there in that conversation with those kind of people, he's making a few million a year anyway, and
Yeah.
now he's gone. YouTube kicked him off.
Yeah,
and
but
I
from
think
endorsements, yeah.
from what I've seen in the past, when someone gets kicked off YouTube like that, they never let him back on. Like,
No.
so he's probably just screwed now.
But like all his content seems to still be there, even though like it's all over all the news outlets, like that he's been dropped from YouTube. It's
Yeah.
all still there. Now he hasn't uploaded since the apology video, and the apology video is
Not great.
sincere enough. I don't really know.
It's
to be
only
honest with
sincere-
you,
it's
man.
only
These
sincere
fellas
because
are
he knows that his
constantly
career
full
is
of
fucked,
shit,
man.
like, you know.
I don't get a word of that. Two of you at the same time.
Yeah, but these guys are constantly full of shit. They're not real. Well, they don't seem to be anyway to me anyway.
No.
You know,
It
they
was-
do look like that to a 13-year-old, all right.
Most of them are trying to appeal to certain people, and they're all constantly trying to think of what are the audience going to like. If I say this, will they like that, and blah blah blah. You know, you'll never really know the real person with them. But what a fuck up, like, to go from having an easy job making serious money to do something stupid like that, and now he's
That
just,
was a moment of like I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. I really when I seen it come up, I went, but like as far as I know, you're like a children's act. You know, there's
Yeah.
the only people looking at you that's above the age of 18 are the people that just can't stand you up, but can't stand to not see what you're at.
I don't know, but
You
tell
know?
me this, like, did you watch the video?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
When it was
Did
actually
you-
uploaded.
Did you think it was all that bad, like what he did?
No, that what annoyed me is how he reacted around the body and to film the body. Like at the end of the day, he could have easily just been a little bit more
But not,
subtle.
But this
not
is the,
fairness, lads. Mikey, go back to that picture there.
But this is the thing, like, if you were just walking through a forest and you found a dead body hanging, how would you react? Do you know?
Jeffrey Dahmer's looking well there, boys, isn't he?
Jimmy fixed it, I was thinking.
Ah,
Jimmy fix it.
Jimmy
He's
Savile,
the
man.
skull of him.
Jimmy
He's
Savile.
the absolute fucking rug off him.
No wonder they asked him to do
No wonder he targets children on YouTube, man.
Logan, fix it.
Fix it all right, yeah. But nothing's broken. Shut up.
Yeah. Even his apology on Twitter, at the end of it was like hashtag low gang for life or whatever the fuck. It's I was like, bud.
Fucking pretty low now with Lit the Gang.
But you know what? It won't be, because I guarantee you have all these naive young fellas just constantly just going, he didn't do anything wrong. Like he even says on his video apology, for all my subscribers and for all my fans that are like justifying my moves, don't. They shouldn't be justified.
Yeah.
And that is the truth. That's everyone else telling him that. Like, you
I
know what I
suppose
mean?
the real issue was just that, like, he fucking recorded a dead body and put it online.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't really do anything besides that. He didn't, like, take the piss out of the person or whatever. He was kind of fairly respectful about it, but
It's not something to be
you
putting
just,
online,
yeah,
though.
exactly. You just have no business.
That's something
putting
you
that
have no
online in the
business.
first place.
And he's like, probably.
Obviously, you're going to get into trouble for it. Like.
Yeah, and he was trying to say at the start of the video, this is probably the first time this has ever been done on the
Yeah.
internet. No, it hasn't.
Was there
But
a hype before he brought up before he actually uploaded the video? No,
No.
Was there no hype at all? Like?
No, there's no hype with his videos. They just
They're
just
uploaded
explode
in the moment,
no
in the
matter
mo-
what. Like,
No, but they were uploaded in the moment. Like the minute
Yeah.
he recorded, he uploaded it straight
yeah,
away.
well, that's what he does. That's what he does. 2 to 3 uploads a day with like a lot of content in the videos. Is the content any good to me? No. Do you know? But like it is to someone. 15.5 million subscribers almost. And did he lose one subscriber after that? No. I watched it. I think it was something like 15,175 or something like that.
Lost his
Back
channel,
then,
though.
it was up about 60,000 subscribers after the video. So at the end of the day, it's not deterring people. You know what I mean? These people are still being like they're influencers to children around the world. Like,
It's like now as well, you can watch kids and all that now watch lads play a video game on YouTube. Instead of playing the game themselves, they're watching someone else
Reviews.
play it. You know,
I just heard
That's
it. Like
PewDiePie. No, that's how he's making his money.
He's the biggest one, like for games.
Don't be calling me cutie pie.
Remember Cartman, brah?
Yeah.
That's he was copying
That was
PewDiePie.
him, yeah.
But that'll tell you how much things have changed. Like I was outside my house there a few weeks ago, and there was 3 little young lads walking along, and one of them was like, "What's your favorite color?" "No, what's your favorite animal?" And then the other fella answered, and then he goes, "Who's your favorite YouTuber?" I was like,
There you go. Like
this is what kids are talking about now. Like, who's
That
your
is what-
favorite
yeah.
YouTuber? That wasn't even YouTube didn't exist when we were kids. They're
Yeah.
all on there now.
Go
just
and get your
following
hole,
these
like.
people. Go out and get a Klingon off the back of a lorry.
A linger with your Klingon. Linger.
Klinger.
A clinger.
Northside, baby, represent.
Whatever.
See where we came from, it was clinger.
Yeah, Klinger. Klingon.
The slums, is it?
The only Klingon she had was in your shorts.
I know about you lads, but it was the clangers for me anyway. I don't know about you. Oh, lads.
How the fuck we found the clangers entertaining when we
Fuck
were
me,
kids,
that.
man?
Do you only watch it back now?
I
That's
understood
some
everything they were saying as well,
up
like.
shit, like it's some dark looking stuff, like you know
Yeah,
what I
it is,
mean?
yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The clangers.
Clangers.
Oh,
Lads.
Google clangers there,
Okay,
Mike.
Google
Is
it.
that a thing like they're like the Teletubbies kind of a thing?
Not
They're
really, no.
living on the moon. They're like little mice living on the moon.
Yeah,
man.
and they have like whistles
Fuck up.
for like noses. No,
Yeah.
like trumpets for noses. Is that it?
No, they're like regular mice, I
Snorkels?
think. That's them there, though.
Clangers.
Clangers.
I've never seen these fools
Boys.
before.
I know.
And it was freaky as fuck. Do you only read it when you watch it back?
Oh,
It's
false
like
advertisement
dark.
as well. None of them
No.
were clangers. They
Sean
were all
Assay,
sober
Sean
judges.
Assay. Oh, they were, yeah.
What you said, Jude?
I said none of them were clangers. They were all sober as judges.
Oh, man.
Clangers.
It was a strange one because they're all on like a dark moon and they look like pig,
It
half
was-
pig,
it-
half elephant.
It was warped, man.
It was warped, but
Are they not supposed to be anteaters, no?
lads, we watched this like
Looks like an anteater to me, anyway.
Yeah, looks like a fake moon as well.
What's the proper word? What's the proper word?
looks like
for
the one they used on
Yeah.
the fake moonlight thing.
Hey, bro, what's the deal with the shadow?
Yeah.
Looks like his t-shirt is kind of blown in the wind. Hold on a second. Nothing about this seems right at all.
Hold on a minute. These guys are phonies.
Yeah.
Big fat phonies.
Neil, not so Armstrong.
Couldn't have been Photoshop though. They didn't have Photoshop back
They
then.
didn't.
What's your man's name? The other astronaut, Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz
Is, that,
Aldrin,
is he
yeah.
the one that's alive?
Buzz Lightyear, you
Buzz
weird.
I know,
Lightyear,
yeah.
clearly.
Good friends are Woody.
And he was at like the Golden Globes. Wait, some young one.
He's
boys.
a lunatic, man. Did you
Yes.
see the video of him where
Huh?
someone said to him like, "I know the moon landing was a hoax. You never went there,"
Ali
and he
G.
turned around and punched him straight in the face. I swear to God,
Love
that
it.
Buzz Aldrin fella. It was Buzz Aldrin, wasn't it?
Um,
Aldrin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Good boxing name and all, no?
He just hit him straight in the face. Just as soon as he said it, he was like, bang.
Bang. To infinity and
The floor.
flat. No, you can't. Oh,
Fucking
man. Yeah.
And then went
Yeah.
home with his
That's-
missus and got a Woody.
He's the fella that Ali G had. He interviewed him, remember? He was like, "Yo, check it. I is here with none other than my main man, Buzz Lightyear." And he turns around and he says, "Look, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories and things in it. So let's just put this to rest once and for all. Does the moon actually exist?"
Did you
like,
actually walk on the sun?
I don't. How long do you think it will be before we can walk on the sun? Was it?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
man.
Boys, here's one that was breaking.
I've
up
got a
there.
joke. There was a, what was it? The fucking-
Yeah, someone tried to book
There
a
was
holiday to the moon.
but the moon was full.
And then your man starts laughing and he's like, "I don't get it myself. Why is it funny?" And he was like, "You know, when you can see a full moon in the sky." And he was like, "Oh, I thought it meant like the moon had eaten a load of food and it was full." And he got the other
Elaborate.
person. He got the other person to explain the joke to him after he told the joke. Like, oh, fucking hell.
That's
part
the
of
beauty.
he's
of
Sacha
Sacha Baron Cohen's mind.
He's,
Like,
he's comedy, man.
yeah.
Clever boy.
He's very intelligent, man. What does he drive? A GTI.
Aye.
Yeah. Jeremy Kyle.
I know.
Jeremy.
Did you see this? Did you?
Huh?
Did you see this video?
No.
He
I saw it, yeah.
The bloke turns around to Jeremy Kyle and he says, "Do you like toffee crisps?" And he says, "I do." "Well, you're not going to like them anymore." She had sex with a lad and he used a toffee crisp wrapper as a Johnny.
Good
My
lads.
God, lads.
Good lulls.
You imagine the sound that would make, man.
Like, I'm trying to think, what is a toffee crisp? That's the bar of chocolate,
bar
the
of
long one.
chocolate,
is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's the toffee crisps are the it is an Olive bar chocolate jelly. Oh,
Yeah.
The one with all
Toffee
the...
Pops, I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's what
Must have had a big Mickey, man.
The first,
Right out log.
the first
If it
few
was
times,
Toffee Pops, man, I'd be on that stairs, man, strutting my stuff, like.
the first few
fucking did
times I
too,
thought
right,
of
I
it,
did.
I was thinking of little biscuits as well. I was like, is she talking about a little biscuit
Toffee
wrapper
Pops.
or something?
That's
like,
what I was
yeah.
thinking. They were in individual little
Yeah,
wrappers. It was like,
in that cardboard tray.
isn't that more like a condom wrapper as opposed
Yeah.
to an actual condom?
It'd
Like.
be a fine old support then as well if it was a bit soft, like, you know what I mean? If you were a bit nervous. at the
Elastic
start,
band
like.
around the end.
But lads, but her response was, "That wasn't me."
Yeah, actually.
Actually,
It wasn't me,
meaning-
actually. It was
meaning
someone
say
else.
it was someone else. Like. Not even embarrassed to even be involved in the conversation, in the situation, like, you know.
Oh, man.
That was my sister. She doesn't like to talk about it.
I can imagine it would be like the sound you
Her
make.
eyebrows are in bits.
Joe with the cracking chocolate pop, Joe the crackling chocolate candy. Joe that crackling that
Yeah.
it gives in the back of your mouth. I reckon it sounds exactly like that.
What are they called again? Pop rocks.
Yeah. Joe that.
I'm going to get some now.
I hope it
Fizzy.
wasn't on a summer's day anyway, because the chocolate would have been melted.
Jesus.
Yeah, but more lube then.
He pulled it out.
This conversation is after going way down.
I know.
His Mickey got fat after.
Lads, leave out the dairy products now. innit?
Jude doesn't approve of this. Look.
Oh,
I know,
lads.
yeah.
He's
Like,
lactose.
you know the way he is now. He's very uptight.
Have we crossed the line, Jude? Have we?
Boys,
There's an actual
don't even
line.
start me now because I'm after leaving my tampons in the car.
In your handbag.
My handbag, yeah.
Lactose intolerant. Did you see that?
Was he intolerant?
Yeah.
What was the one I saw the other day? No offense now, but, and it was Noah, Noah, fence, Fence. No offense, but.
Listen to this. Alicia Dixon wants to make eating meat illegal.
Oh,
Who
man.
the fuck she thinks she is to suggest something like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Where do you get your balls big enough to even?
Oh, yeah.
Alicia,
She'll
man.
go home then and
needs
go
a belt.
down on her fucking boyfriend for the night.
Yeah. She needs a belt of a meat.
She's definitely single. If that's her attitude, she's definitely single. That's what's probably most of the problem. She needs a good seeing to.
Yeah.
She is a cracker, in fairness.
Yeah.
With her
I'd go vegan for the night.
Ooh, Alicia Dixon. She's a cracker.
Yeah.
Lads, but have you
She
heard
has
her
an
laugh?
amazing
Ah,
voice.
yeah, I don't mind.
She has an amazing laugh.
Jimmy
Carr,
Carr.
the second.
I mean to say, like,
Nobody's ever pulled him up in it though, have they?
Who?
Jimmy Carr.
Are you
Oh,
joking?
Constantly.
Have they?
Yeah.
Constantly,
He said
yeah.
it sounds
Constantly slagging.
like a goose being interfered with.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah, they're
fuck.
constantly taking the piss out of him on what's it called?
8 out of 10
8 out of
cats.
10 cats.
There's
There's countdown.
It's
Yeah.
a
The best-
brilliant show, man.
Too funny.
The best one I heard him say was when he was at Nick Helm's gig and he kept laughing and you could hear his laugh over everyone else's. And Nick Helm turned around and says to him, "You stop laughing, Jimmy. I don't laugh when I come to your go shows." He said that was the best heckle I ever got.
Oh, fuck it.
He's hilarious.
The photo of him when he was younger, when he was like 16. Did you see that?
saw that.
I've actually, that man, I've
saw
never
that,
seen a man whiter in my life, like,
Best
whiter
one.
than that fucking wall there.
Jimmy
And
Carr?
then just that big mound of hair like that, coming out here like that, like.
Isn't he from Limerick?
His parents
are from Gary On or
from
something.
Limerick, yeah.
Yeah, he was born here, like.
He was born here,
He
yeah.
said that himself.
You sure? Well,
He said it on
he
stage.
said he's a plastic paddy.
He goes,
yeah.
I'm a plastic paddy. Plastic paddy.
Rewind.
Yeah. He said, I was born in Ireland to Irish parents. I hold an Irish passport, but I was educated in Britain and all this. And then he goes, just shows what you can do if you apply yourself. Cheeky bastard. So,
Oh, lads.
but yeah, like if he's
Gary
from
Owen
Gary
as well.
Owen, like I know a few cars from Gary Owen. It has to be related to him. You know him.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say so.
I don't know him, but I know of him. Like,
I think he came from out around the maternity way, out around that way.
I don't know. I've often heard him mention it anyway. That like something about being in Limerick for Christmas or something like that.
He said already he went to his grandmother's funeral in Limerick.
Yeah.
And we went to a nightclub after it. Noticed they were talking about funerals and what way they are. He said, in Limerick we went to a nightclub.
Oh yeah.
and we went to a nightclub in Limerick.
Fuck's sake.
So lads, fuck it. Like, what about Oprah Winfrey?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah.
You know, she is the richest, most powerful, most blackest woman in America
Yeah.
today.
Today.
I can
And
buy the whole of Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise worldwide, through and through. There's some of those fucking beans and coleslaw on the side.
Some of that hot sauce.
Yeah. She's like, it is, well, everyone wants her to run for president in 2020, is it? Did she say she's thinking about doing it?
She's actively thinking about it. Her
I hope
speech on the Golden Globes just said straight out, like, do you know, I'm here to out Trump, like, you know what I mean? And I'm definitely thinking about it, like.
Michelle Obama
Kanye West said it as well, man. And if Kanye West runs beside her, I'm voting for Kanye, man. 'Cause with the big feminist head in her, she'd probably fuck up everything, man.
Man, I can tell you right now, if Oprah Winfrey runs for president, she's winning it. She
We'd
already
have
has it won.
the largest, biggest book club you have ever seen in your whole entire life.
In your living room.
Oh, stop. All the fucking
Tonight
president's
on
address. But
CBS.
enough about the war now and enough about the war in fucking North Korea, like, do you know what I mean? But have you seen this book? Everyone needs to buy this book.
You're getting a book. You're getting a book. Everybody's getting a book.
Who wants to eat some cereal? Man, I guarantee you though, because she's like, everyone loves her.
So influential.
And yeah, she already has this massive following. Everyone loves her. She will be the first female president, and she's black as well.
Oh, 100%.
So, like, everyone's going to vote for her.
I can imagine. I can see it. I could see
You
it.
see
like,
it when Obama...
But her hands are too big. They're just too big.
When
really
Obama
small
ran...
Okay. Yeah.
When
Really
Obama
small
ran
hands.
for the 5th time, there was like... Most of the black people who voted for him said they had never voted before, and then all of a sudden there was queues of black people around the corner at every voting station. So imagine if fucking Oprah runs.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Begs the question,
be out
though.
again.
Oprah never ran in her life. Look at the fatness.
Do you reckon there was at least one black person in America that voted for McCain that time?
Oh, I don't know. There probably was. I'm sure there
Yeah,
was.
because they thought they were voting for chips.
No, but there was a lot of people. There was a lot of black people over there that said, like, I never voted before in my life until Obama was running, because they just didn't see a point in voting. You could probably
I think anyway, there's going to be a
see
lot of
why.
people that just are going to vote in general next election because they were like, holy shit, look what happens when you don't vote for the right side. You know what I mean? But then again, he lost the popular vote, Trump. So it's like, you're still looking at him to say, like, how the fuck are you where you are? Like,
Russia.
Especially with that book. That book is hilarious, lads.
What
The
book?
excerpts from Fire and Fury. What's his name? Michael Wolff, the author of it, like, basically just turned around saying, like, you know, these are facts and you should believe these things. That this man goes to bed at 6 p.m. with a fucking cheeseburger. Do you know what I mean? And that Melania was like crying and not tears of joy on election day. These are insane things that are being said about him. Like,
Did you read that part about he said when Trump moved into the White House, he went into his room or whatever and came out roaring and shouting, saying, like, where's the fucking gorilla channel? I don't have the gorilla channel on my TV. And they were like, what the fuck? So some nature channel that he used to watch, that he wanted to watch these gorillas, so they had to go away and compile a load of clips of gorillas and just play them 24/7 back to back. And then he came out and started complaining that this is not the kind of gorilla stuff I want to watch. None of the gorillas are hitting each other. So then they had to edit out all the parts where the gorillas weren't fighting and hitting each other and being aggressive, and just show him all of that. And then they said that he'd sit in front of the telly going, yeah, that was a good hit. And he'd start saying encouraging things to the gorillas. It's
great,
like, yeah,
great. These gorillas,
Fantastic.
they're great,
take
fantastic.
his back.
Yeah.
I have a great relationship with gorillas.
Tremendous.
I support
They love
anybody
me.
with bigger
They
hands
love me
than
over
me.
there, gorilla land.
But
you know?
I think that Oprah thing was blown out of proportion. You know,
What?
she said, I'm going running. So they automatically thought she's not going physically running. So.
Then she wouldn't be blown out of proportion.
But that's what it was then. You know, the news then just went
Yeah.
with it.
But like in the midst of what is happening with Trump, like, you know, I
entangled
think
anyway.
like she will bounce off of that, like, and she will gain a popular vote if she does decide to
Bounce.
win, like, you know what I mean?
And I honestly think, like, even if Trump never existed and it doesn't matter who else is going to run, I just think Oprah has it won, hands down. It doesn't matter. She's just unbelievably popular over there.
Unbelievably popular,
Yeah,
And
but
she's a woman.
all around the world, like, as well.
But since
you know?
when did celebrities come prime choice
That's the
to
only
have their
thing.
finger on a button that could end the world?
Yeah, that's
Do
the
you know
only
what I
thing
mean?
that people are saying. Like, do we really want to go down this road now, having another celebrity, a TV star as a president? But then people are going to go, but it's Oprah, though.
But it's
Do you know
Oprah.
what I mean?
She can't do no wrong.
Yeah. Like, what about Trump with his meeting with the Norway president? You know, basically just straight up said, well, first of all, anyway, sold them jet fighters that weren't even actually fucking real. Sold jet fighters that were on actually the Call of Duty game. No joke. Agreed to sell them jets that didn't even exist. You know, along with that, then it's like, that's what we need. More people from Norway. Basically just saying, I'm a big fat racist. We need even whiter people up in this bitch. You know what I mean?
Hitler reincarnated, man.
Yeah.
And basically just turned around and goes, why are we taking in these people from these shit countries? Quote on fucking quote.
Shitholes.
What did he say? What did he say?
Shitholes.
He said, people from Haiti, everyone from Haiti had HIV. Swear to God, man.
Fucking hell, man.
Well,
So that's why I was like,
People from Nigeria and America, Nigerians in America should go back to their huts was another one he said, man.
Well, why would people want to go to America from better countries? Wouldn't they just stay there? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? The place is built on immigrants. Like, it's all immigration.
True,
the whole thing,
It's
has
all
been
people-
built.
The
The
on-
Irish
from the
have
start.
built it, man.
Yeah.
We
But
built
it's-
it. We also built the Titanic, but we don't talk about that as much.
We also built the DeLorean and Back to the Future. That was cool.
And the Death Star.
Lads, there be some love, huh?
My grandfather worked on the Death Star for 4 years.
Yeah. When he first left Ireland.
Down there on, what's it called? Mount Skellig, or what's it called?
Skellig
Michael.
Where is that?
I just down in
Kerry.
Dingle.
Yeah.
Is
The
it
Ring of
really?
Kerry, yeah.
It's class. It's right. It was I would say you can. Well, I climbed so that this
Sleeve
called
Michael.
Mount Brandon.
Yeah.
And you can actually see Skellig Michael.
Skellig Michael.
Skellig Michael.
Skellig
Yeah.
Michael.
From there.
Skellig Mihal.
Yeah.
Me Hall.
Lads, I'd
me
be
whole.
class to give an old canoe over to it, like, because
That's-
all those little settlements and everything are there, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
from the movie, like.
That
the
whole
monks.
area is
They were-
unbelievable. Like, all down along
That's the
Dingle,
jewel of Ireland, man. I think Kerry,
the
man. It's
Dingle
just-
Peninsula, isn't it?
Amazing.
Just, man, the scenery. down
Sometimes
there
it'd be
is
going
just-
down by,
it's like driving through a painting.
Yeah.
You're looking around, you're going like, fuck.
That whole drive
Amazing.
around the Ring of Kerry is beautiful.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's
you
unreal.
think, is this fucking New Zealand or something like this? Is class.
Yeah, especially with all the sheep all over the road and won't fuck off. You see that? They literally just like, you'll be driving along the Ring of Kerry and then you'll come up to about 50
Nice spot.
sheep just standing in the middle of the road and they just look at you like,
They
what?
did hear you. They did hear you.
Will
were
you
in
move?
the area.
Up out of the fucking road, nah.
They knew you were coming.
I wasn't coming yet, but I was about to be.
And he's not even Welsh.
Yeah. What was it you were telling me, Mikey?
Sexual
Mikey was telling me
innuendo.
you have to take them to the edge of a cliff, isn't it, Mikey?
Yeah,
so
they
that-
push
so that
back
They try and
better.
push back.
You put their back legs into your willy.
Onto
Get
your
up over that
wellies.
ledge. Get up on it.
Oh man.
I was just quoting a friend, like.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Heard it from a friend.
Better
friend
worldly
wants to know.
advice for whenever you're in Wales. Oh, fuck.
Is your friend also from Old Palace?
What was that? It's Wales, isn't it? Wales, where the men are men and the sheep are nervous.
How
Only
bored you have
joking,
to be,
Wales.
though?
Only joking. Welsh are alright.
You could laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. What's this? What's his name? John Wick, is it?
Yeah.
They're talking about making a TV series out of it.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, give me a chance.
Another video I haven't seen in years. Mikey Biaggi is my name.
Yeah, we were only talking about it there recently. Like, it's a joke the way the X Factor has gone now. Like, they cut out all of that. The only reason I used to watch the X Factor before, we used to watch the start.
Yeah.
The first few auditions, they were hilarious. All the
You
whack
have to be
jobs.
politically
Now-
correct now, like, you know.
Now they've got rid of all that.
They
Like, there
can.
were some classics there that myself and Jude used to watch them for years
Oh.
afterwards.
Over
like.
and over again.
Oh man, hilarious! Like,
The whole fact of it now is they want proper talent. They want to come in with their own style, their own music, the whole fucking lot.
That's
like,
a way of suckering in the audience as well, man. The
It is,
television
yeah.
audience of having the bad auditions. Because I get mortified.
Oh,
from them.
yeah,
I get
some of them are
mortified.
fair
from them.
cringy. Some of them then are just too good to laugh at, like, you
Yeah.
know. Over and over
But it's
again.
nice. It's nice. It should have the majority of people fucking up, and then you get one banger coming out, man, and it's just unreal because
Yeah.
you appreciate that as well.
yeah,
man.
exactly. You have to show the whack jobs. Like, they're hilarious. They're just there. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
They're
And it's
part
not
of
like-
our society. Let them fucking audition too, like.
And it's not like as
I've
if
always-
they were dragged in there and forced to audition. These people turned up of their own accord and signed up for this. Let them at it.
That's
I've always
because
said- I've always said I was like, if I ever came into money, I'd buy a big farm somewhere and just get all the mentally ill people and just let them roam free.
Fucking
Give
hell.
them all microphones.
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
What the fuck?
Give them all microphones and GoPros. Let them
Isn't that basically what
brushing their teeth with rocks.
Isn't that basically what L. Ron Hubbard did when he started Scientology? Just rounded up all the lunatics. And now they're all like,
Hey.
man, I was watching Louis Theroux's documentary the other night, my Scientology movie.
I want to see it.
Man, they are
They're
lunatics.
mental.
They're just like, if you go anywhere near the Scientology base, they're all straight out and they're filming you and they're like, what are you doing here? This isn't a public road. You have to move. And then he had an ex-Scientologist. He had a few of them, but there was one fella in particular that he had with him throughout most of the documentary. And they all started following him then. They were following him around with cameras, like, and just, they were like, you're making a documentary about us, we're making a documentary about you.
It's insane. They're really intense.
But to
Like,
see, the way they're all surrounded your man, and they were like asking him questions, and then he'd ask them questions, and they wouldn't answer. Just like there's just something weird about him.
What's
Like
that actress one? She was in, is it King of Queens?
yeah.
Oh, she was a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Leah
Yeah,
Remini.
man.
Yeah, Leah, that's it.
You
If
hear
you
her
speak
story.
out, if you speak out against them, you're not even, say if your mother now, you're in a family and your mother speaks out against them and she gets thrown out, you can't even talk to her or anything
But listen
like
to
that.
this
Tom
one.
Cruise can't even speak to his child.
The man in charge of Scientology now is a fella called David Miscavige, isn't it, David? His own father, Ron Miscavige, he and his wife, wasn't it, had to run. They had to escape, basically. He was kept in this, fucking compound where he had to live there, and he was paid, like, $30 a week or something like that. And he wasn't allowed to leave. He wasn't allowed to think his own thoughts. He had no freedom there. So he put his wife into the car one day and took off out of there. And ever since, he's not allowed. His own son now, who's the leader of Scientology, doesn't talk to him anymore and won't allow him to see his sisters or, like his daughter said, the father's cut off from everyone.
There's a lot of deadbeat dads out there wish they were in Scientology.
Well, that's fucking...
they won't allow me, see him. They won't allow me.
It's a cult. It's
Yeah.
an absolute cult.
Down
Like.
and out.
I can't believe it though, man. Your man, like that L. Ron Hubbard, is one of the biggest science fiction writers of all time.
Yeah.
And he wrote this shit about Scientology and they all just believed it. And did you hear this about the Sea Org, the sea organization, where it was on a ship way off the coast?
Yeah.
He made up this big elaborate story about like how we need to be out there in the sea so that we can serve the Lord and all this blah blah blah. It turns out afterwards he got all these people to join him on this huge ship and pay for it. He had a massive staff on there and he was living on this ship. Turns out afterwards that he was wanted for tax evasion or something.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
He just moved out into international waters where they couldn't touch him. I was like, man,
That's insane.
you have
And
to
everyone just
admire
followed
it
him
though.
then, like,
And as well, he had plenty of company out there as well.
Yeah, he had people working for him.
I'd
It
say
just
when he
goes
was
to
writing
show-
that
Bringing them out
Scientology book, man.
supplies.
how easy it is to warp, like, a human being's mind as well,
No, I don't like them, lads, but I do like these lads who were able to convince about 10 women to be his wives.
I don't know about that shit.
That's some wild shit. I can just about cope
Slap
with the
who you
one.
want.
Thanks very
There was
much.
No, but these women obey, boys.
Oh, fuck.
There was a documentary on there as well. Was it Mormons? I think it was, where they were hollowing out the side of this mountain and they were building their houses in it. Did you see that? No, they built this little community out in the middle of nowhere, and that's the way they were building the houses. For some reason, they were hollowing out these big holes in the side of mountains and building houses in there. But like that, there was one of them there. He had 3 or 4 wives, like, and he was just tortured. Like they were all getting ratty and if he was spending too much time with one, the other one was getting pissed off, and then one of them was pregnant, so she wanted him to be there all the time. And like, fuck, one is bad enough.
Oh, fuck.
What's this, Mike?
Oh, man.
I have
find
no
it
hair
insane.
as it is.
Could you finish this insane breakfast challenge in County Cavan? I could, and I don't have to go to Cavan. I can do it here.
Yeah, I can do it here.
No,
I had one of those down in, like,
Why do you want me to go to Cavan so I can get my balls caught while I'm robbing?
It's down in Cork, and they did that one as well. It's called Tony's, and it's done all pure, like, mafioso, all, like, Goodfellas, pictures on the wall, casino pictures.
I made them
They're
mine on
opening
Saturday.
up another one, man, over in Liverpool, a Peaky Blinders one, man.
Yeah, I
It
seen that, yeah,
looks
I seen that on
unreal,
Facebook.
man.
One of
That's
the lads-
open, yeah.
It's
The
open
pub.
friend of
on the
mine
pub,
owns
yeah.
that, his father owns
No
that.
way.
Yeah.
They used to have the
famous for their
biggest
breakfast.
kind of, like,
Mafia
challenge, like,
friend.
whatever you do for charity, like, oh, lads, it is an intense feed, like, but it's edible. You
remember-
can get through it. Not fake or nothing like.
It's edible. Are you sure
Edible
about
is
that?
the
I was
main
hoping to
thing.
go down and see a lot of boyers on the fucking plate.
Oh.
But Lords of Strut, do you remember they were on Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used their restaurant and said that we work for my Uncle Tony.
Oh, is that the one in the ad?
yeah. But they didn't, like, they were only saying that.
Yeah.
But
Guess.
Those lads are gas as well. You'd never expect it when you see them first, and then they start doing all these mad moves.
Yeah,
like.
it was good on man.
Jesus, they look like two pure messers. Like,
they're doing the ads for Air, is it?
yeah, I don't know what the ad is for. I forget.
Yeah,
For air,
for Air, yeah.
people are actually advertising oxygen. Like.
Oh man.
I tell you,
What is the ad for whatever business? And it's a piss take for selling air. But there is someone.
That's
Someone please get this up.
I think it's 3, but they're saying like, oh, we'll put you on this new plan and all.
Yeah,
this
with
stuff.
air.
And they said the things that you really need shouldn't be limited. So join us and you'll have unlimited data or whatever.
But there is a fella who is heavily selling that shit in cans. No joke. No joke. Just
Air?
just
buy
type
it
in
in- you can buy it in
tycoon
China, I saw
sells
that, man.
air.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's air like being shipped in by cans from like Switzerland.
Yeah.
And it's going into places like India and everything else like that. Like it's absolutely insane.
If you were living there, man, with the amount of air pollution that they have in China, you'd probably buy those cans as well.
Oh
Because
my
it's
God.
the only fresh breath of air you're gonna get. Like,
So
just
what about India at the very moment? The smog. You can't even see 2 feet in front of you, and it's all pollution. It's like smoking 20
They say
cigarettes
that, yeah,
with
no,
every breath or
40
something like
I
that.
heard.
See, that's
What?
what happens when you
40
move
I heard.
industry there.
What?
All industry is moved over there.
Yeah.
All the factories and things like that.
Is
What?
this the actual cans?
Trump is gonna bring it back.
No shit. This fella is deadly serious as well, by the way.
Has he got a black band around his eyes as well?
And it's not even that. There's another bloke. That's like it's an even more like complex looking can. It has like a breathing mask. It goes
That
up
just
then
looks
like
that just looks like a normal can of Coke or something.
that. Looks like you'd open it and go.
Yeah.
Don't spill my air.
Fucking hell.
Mind that you'll fucking spill it.
Some cheek.
My God, man. People will genuinely buy anything.
The air
They're-
Where's the
evaporate.
accent now, Mikey?
That's the
just
that's the
regular
time.
can.
That's what
Where's
we
the
live in
accent
right
now?
That's what we live in right now. Like
He literally came up with an idea of selling something empty and making money out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Jesus?
Take my hand off. Look, I can look through my hands.
Fucking all that shit. Like, give me money.
No.
No. We need more proof.
Pledge. Oh, proof. I get it now. We need more lemon proof.
Consuela.
Oh, Jesus.
Mr. Superman, no.
No, Mr. Jesus.
No.
Yeah, but there was not a meme that was going around Easter. Consuela outside the tomb where Jesus was buried. Oh, no, Mr. Jesus, he no here.
live here.
He gone for cigarettes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Man. What else has been going on? What's all this?
Ding dongs.
Jeez, here I'm back in the black. Don't know who he is.
You know?
Who
Yeah,
are these
no.
cheeky young things?
Y'all know what it is.
Elizabeth Hurley, man.
Elizabeth Hurley.
52 she is, man.
She must be
52.
battered now. I'm blinded. I can't
Look
see
at
shit
her.
without my glasses. Get him on, Chuck.
Y'all gotta put your glasses on.
Hi. Nah.
Yeah,
Let's say she's had a bit of work done. Would you
A
say so?
little bit of lobby tit syndrome. Just a teensy bit.
One is lower than the other. though.
Like that picture there.
That would be the least of my worries. I can tell you that. But the one in the middle, then go back to the original photo, the last page.
Look at that for 52.
Well, and in fairness, alright, fair enough. Like,
See, the one in the middle looks like she's fucking pulling down your one's bra.
I know, yeah. It's her own hand. Copping a feel off herself.
Yeah. I bet she'll get done for a lawsuit by herself then. Look. Can't even touch yourself nowadays without bringing yourself to court.
If that's the case, you'll be suing yourself every night.
lads, what about Oasis?
Not every night.
Are we
every
going
night.
to see
I'll
a
have to go to
time?
court in the morning.
Are we going to see a time where Oasis is going to play live again? Like that's a dream
I'd love
to see Oasis live.
I'd love it.
To hear those classics like right in front of your face. But it's supposedly one of the brothers' wives that they're stopping it right now at this very point in time.
Not a fan.
He's only I think they're brilliant.
Not a fan.
They're brilliant, man.
They're twats.
They're brilliant, man.
You know what I mean?
That's everyone that was listening. Absolutely got. What, you don't like Wonderwall or don't look back in anger? Are you joking me?
They're all right. Like.
Champagne Supernova.
I like always.
Supernova.
I like going up to a wall and wondering about it. Right?
I wouldn't.
How did that get built?
A furry wall.
Yeah.
Very well.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen. Anyway, from that film, is it the Grimm brothers or the Brothers Grimm or something? One of the movies he made.
Oh yeah,
What
he
is-
used him as inspiration.
I'd say so. Anyway, it looks
I
like
think
it.
he did. Yeah, he said that, didn't he? But
He met him at a party as well. He was saying he was Langer's drunk. He said, "Who's the greatest living rock star?" And Ali G didn't know what to say. Sacha Baron Cohen, and then he goes, no." He goes, "John Lennon's the greatest living rock star." He goes, "John Lennon's dead. I am John Lennon." And then he went back like that, and he fell on top of a load of glass bottles.
I am John Lennon.
Liam Gallagher being a fucking lunatic, man.
One of them, no, fair play to him there a few weeks ago. He was on the way to play a gig.
And he signed.
met the-
yeah.
that was
met
above
the
him
young
Getting
guys.
tickets to go. Yeah,
he
seen
did.
that a good while
Took
back.
all their
Actually,
names and told them when they go to the door, they get in.
which one was that? Liam or Noel?
Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds.
No. It was Liam. It was Liam that did that. It was Liam that
it
did that
Liam,
video.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam.
What album was he promoting?
Hmm?
What album was he promoting?
I don't like their albums came out a good while back now. I think.
No, but this was recently. This was him and his own. No, is it Liam or Noel? I can't remember which one, but it's the High Flying Birds is the band he's with now.
Oh, that's Knowles.
That's Noel.
That's
yeah.
Knowles, and no, yeah.
I find it a bit ironic that they have a song called Don't Look Back in Anger. And they're
I
always
know,
arguing
yeah,
with each other.
flagging.
Fucking spastic.
But like Supernova was the documentary. That was class, lads. That was unreal. I thought that was a really good watch. No, really good watch.
Is that the one where he was making a cup of tea and he goes, "I'll have one prick here, mate, dip in my tea bag, one over here with the milk." Now I've got to do it all by my fucking self.
Was Oasis just the two of them?
No, it was
No.
a band, man.
It's a
It was
full
whole
band,
There was
yeah.
only it was a drummer, a bassist, and I can't remember which is which between the two boys, but one was a singer, one was
But
a
they
lead
were
guitarist.
true and true frontmen, like, you know, the two of them, like, together, like, you know.
And no one knows who the rest of the band was.
No,
no.
Same with Nirvana, man.
Same with everyone. Coldplay. Do you ever hear the
No.
boys from Coldplay talking?
No. The only,
I saw him in an interview and they were talking about how the lead singer, his name went straight out of my head. What's
Chris
his name
Martin.
again?
Chris
Martin.
Martin, yeah.
They were saying like, oh, Chris takes up all of he takes all the flack and whatever. Like they were saying, the rest of us can just walk down the street. No one knows who we are.
We are,
like.
yeah. That's mental.
I wouldn't mind that
Gas.
as long as I'm getting the Benjamins, man.
Oh,
Wouldn't
no,
bother
but
me
like,
in the-
it's just
That's
mental to think.
It's
But you don't
easy,
have-
it's
you
good
don't-
for them. Like
You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about people coming up, mobs of fucking people
Yeah.
coming up asking for photographs and shit.
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
actually die hard fans, like, but
it's the
100%,
same even with U2. You have Bono and The Edge and fucking God knows who else.
don't touch him. You might cut yourself. He's the fucking edge.
That, don't push Bono because he's close to the edge. Fuck him. Oh man.
Lel from the shelf, tea bagging.
Oh yeah, who put out that ad?
Tea bagging.
Deals.
Oh, yeah,
Deals.
deals. Good laugh. Fair
Have,
play to you,
an
lads.
elf on the shelf teabagging a little fucking
Barbie that.
Barbie or something, whatever she is.
Bagging the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I don't even fit in her mouth.
And I suppose they got in trouble for that. Then people wanted them to take it down.
Take
People-
it down. No, lads, what?
I'm offended because
people-
I like tea bags.
Let's take it a little bit further. What about H&M's new ad campaign?
Is this the one about the little monkey or something? Yeah, I
the
didn't
kid
see
with
it,
the
I
green
just-
T-shirt, is it?
With the green hoodie.
That was
going,
only up there in the corner
cheeky
a
little
second
monkey
ago.
or something
No,
like that.
the
I'm
best
a
looking monkey
in the jungle.
Yeah.
they said.
At the zoo.
In the zoo.
No, in the
No,
jungle. as far as I
jungle.
know.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because they used the black kid, they made a big thing out of it, was it?
Yeah.
It's like
I
fucking
mean,
hell.
that is something to get angry at, though, to be fair, like, do you know what I mean?
Well,
It is like it because
what is it?
You like
Cutest-
using the N word.
Cutest monkey in the jungle.
Coolest monkey in the jungle.
Coolest monkey.
Coolest monkey in the jungle. Yeah, but they obviously, whoever did that didn't even think along those
Didn't.
lines. Do you know what I mean? And
Ah,
then
but in
someone
this
else
day
saw
and
it and
age,
they did.
in this day and age, nearly everyone would be looking at that going, "Oh, could we? Would we get away with that?" It's a bit
The
much.
amount, like, I mean, they don't just come up with the yoke and then post it straight away without thinking. There was a bit of thought that went into it. Surely
Yeah,
they would
that's-
have seen it.
clearly.
It always
Surely
has
they
to
would have
pass a
seen it,
few
man.
people's desks
But
and
what
has to be
about that
approved.
poor child? For the rest of his life now, when he's walking under people.
And it's not. Do you know what? It's not even going to be from the controversy of what it says on that hoodie. It'll be the fucking memes that are going to be blasted
Yeah,
out from it.
Did you see the other memes? Like
Do you know?
I can't remember them now, but there was,
It's a
there was like
guarantee there's
an
gonna be even
Asian
worse.
kid.
What
and
Russell called them
all
last
this
night,
shit.
memes.
Yeah, memes.
And the funny thing about it then is his parents don't care because he's getting paid for that. Like, you
That's
know what I
pretty
mean?
much it. Yeah.
This
Well,
is
it's-
it.
And he
Up
don't
in
care.
some serious controversy, like, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a funny one though to come out and say it. Like when someone makes that innocently and they don't think about it, and then you're the one that points out that it's kind of you who was thinking along those lines. You know what I mean?
And they're going really on top of it then. Like,
you know
he's
what?
not a monkey, he's the king.
But you know what?
Do you know?
They probably
Yeah, a
had
bit much.
a lot of black people working for that, working on that.
Yeah.
Which in their minds they could get away with it. Do you know what I mean? They said it was okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it right.
I don't know. It's the
like that
last
on the-
hoodie I would have been putting on him anyway.
It's like that whole I'm not a racist, I have a black friend kind of argument.
Yeah.
Why, Shen, do you think it don't suit him?
Green
Not
definitely
really his
isn't-
colour.
it's not his colour.
Couldn't go over his eyes.
Oh, stop. Fucking hell. Yeah, but like, in all fairness, how didn't anyone go, hold on a fucking minute? Do you realise what it says on the fucking hoodie? Like, but then you have the other end as well, and going, what do you mean? What are you trying to insinuate that you're going to insinuate that monkeys are, you know, that's a bit fucking much as well. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
up to interpretation, really.
That young fella was probably taken from the sweatshop where they make them jumpers.
Jesus Christ.
And photoed straight away.
Straight away.
You're going to have
Is
to
it
learn
what-
how to edit anyway, man. For shizzle.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shizzle.
I'm only pointing out.
Racial things.
That's not racial. That's a natural known fact. Do you think
Don't
that
bang
came
it.
from a factory in England or Ireland or?
But I don't think there might be a couple of sweatshops in Africa, but I think the majority are Asia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
India, Thailand,
Thailand,
those kind
Burma.
of places.
Cambodia.
I heard you plenty of sweating in Thailand.
Oh, stop, man. Pain in my back from bending over.
Especially when you're
Picking up the litter I dropped because I get locked up for it. Then I'd be in my element.
Remember, there was a friend of ours who was with us in Thailand. Got chatting to this bird at a fucking good-looking woman, like in the bar and the whole lot. And she was like, "I live near here. Like, you want to come back to my place and all that?" And he was like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." Went out, jumped into her car, drove down to her place. Next thing, she kind of slightly passed out her place, put it into reverse, reversed into the garage. First go up perfectly. Your man said, "Hold on a fucking second now."
What?
You don't get it, huh?
I do! I get it! As soon as I do. Hold on a fucking second now.
I was thinking to myself, who could this be? Now? Who could this be?
I was thinking, like, what happened next?
Get on the phone there to tell him.
I was the same, but then I got a cop.
I'll know a fucking minute.
This isn't a woman. Something's not right here.
And no reversing sensors. Fuck that shit.
A woman drive a car.
That was a dig at women drivers. For anyone who didn't get it. Because at that point, he knew it was a man.
Oh, Jesus.
Screenshot of his face. I am fucked.
Good lad.
Be gentle.
How long are we gone, Mikey?
We're just gone 57 minutes.
Ooh,
That was
57.
quick.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys.
I think we need to start getting this out there a bit more now at this stage. This week, we've seen a serious jump in the amount of numbers. So, thank you to everyone who liked, shared, commented, all of that stuff. Every little bit helps. It literally went, this week, we literally went from a few hundred to reaching a few thousand. So it's up there, I don't know, it's probably 3,000 or 4,000 or something saw our stuff this week. That's mad numbers for us. I know most people will probably laugh at those kind of numbers, but for us, just 6 episodes in and already reaching thousands of people.
Good lad.
It's a good start.
Your sound.
Yeah, cheers, lads.
Pure sound.
Your sound, yeah.
If I meet you, I'll shake your hand.
But if you see me, don't ask me to shake your hand.
Don't do autographs.
Goddamn fucking paparazzi, man.
Getting papped all over the place.
Oh, man. I can't even eat my fucking sausage and burger inside Donkey Ford's.
Walking down the
Without-
street doing a Ricky Gervais on it. Oh,
Without
you recognise me, don't you?
Yeah.
You recognise me?
You recognise me from the podcast? Yeah, that's me.
A big tide of women coming up O'Connell Street in pajamas, man. Fucking hell. The hair up in the fucking head, then the eyebrows plastered onto the head. We'll bring that up again next week. Limerick women's eyebrows, man. Fucking
What's
hell.
the word? Fleek. They're
On
on fleek.
fleek. Fleek or feek?
Next week we speak about the
There's
definition
no
of a
point-
limerick mermaid.
There's no point having your eyebrows on fleek when your fanny's on reek.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Like,
right.
share, comment, do all that stuff. Thanks.
Don't tell your mother.
Smooches.